So having been able to successfully create the 3D and the orthographic projections, we want to now reproduce this using isometric methods. Okay, so we can open a new file like this, and then you can set your limits if you want. You can turn on the line weight if you want. Most important thing here is you should make sure that your isometric drafting is on. Currently, I am in isometric plane, the top. Okay, so that's where I want to begin. So I can get a line and then start somewhere there. Make sure your auto is on for this part. So 100 here, and then we would have 50 there, and then 100 here, and we can now connect this to that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I would have to take advantage of the ellipse methods to be able to draw my curvature around here. So you can create a construction layer. So maybe go there, and then I don't know, so construction, and then just change the color to yellow or green or something like that. And then I'll locate that, switch to construction, and then line. What I'm trying to do is I want to locate the center. So the center is going to be 30 here, and then 30 there. So that's going to be the center of the ellipse. So I can now switch back to construction, and then I could have easily tracked, but I just wanted to demonstrate. So ellipse and then iso circle. Now this is the center, and then we know that the radius is 30 like that. So now I can trim. I'll use cutting edges. So this and that are my cutting edges. So I select them and hit enter, and then I can click this. Okay, so now I would also trim this part and that part as well. Okay, so what I'll do next is I'll copy um, these items. So for that, I'm copying along the vertical axis. So let me select ISO left, and then I can click here, and I want to move this by a distance of 10, and that will be the thickness. So hit escape and then line, and connect this to that, and then hit escape once more, line, and connect this to that. Okay, so that looks good. What I want to do next is draw in the circle, around here somewhere. So I would have to switch back to isotop, and then EL for ellipse, and click on iso circle. Now the center required is going to be the center of this arc. So that's that center, and then the radius here should be 10. Now these two lines should go away. Okay, so they go away, and then I can now continue. So here I would have to switch back to ISO left, and then I go up by, is it 40, and then this direction I have 10, and I can go down and then just connect, and then now I'll have to go to switch back to isotop, and then I go in this direction by 50, and then I can now switch again to ISO left, and then go up by 40, and connect this to that. Hit escape, And then I would have to line and click here. I'll have to switch back to isotop, and then track that point and connect this to that. So, and then I would have to maybe trim here and there. Okay, and then so I can go for line and then continue maybe from here. So this distance here is going to be, is it 15? And I can go down by 40, but let me rather go to this side, which should be 50. And then that should be 25, and connect that to this, and then line. Let me switch this to, I don't know, maybe ISO right now, and then this should come down here, and I can go there by 50 and up to connect this, and then line and take advantage of the snaps to force this to connect. And okay, so later I'll deal with this. Once I'm here, let me take care of the isometric circle here. So EL for ellipse, and then I'm using the arrow key. So uh, down arrow key, and then select iso circle, and the center of the iso circle is the midpoint of this line, and the radius is 15. I'll repeat the exact same thing. So another one here. So radius is 15, and then hit escape and then go for trim. So I'll trim here and trim there, here and there, this part and that part, and here as well. And now go for line, and then force, use the snaps to force a connection from here to there as well, and then go for trim. And I have to trim this part like so. Okay, and that looks like the solution that we have been looking for. Maybe one more thing to do would be to trim here and there. Okay, all right, and this is the required solution.